Hello everyone. Today we will introduce how to configure the link aggregation function of AVCOMM Switch. Link aggregation refers to the aggregation of multiple physical ports to form a logical port to implement load sharing of inbound and outbound traffic throughput among member ports. The main function is to increase link bandwidth and realize mutual link backup. First, power on the devices. Then select one of them to connect to the computer with a network cable and keep them in the same network segment. Then open a browser and enter the IP address of the device 192.168.10.1. Then the login page appears. Enter the username and password in the login p. Here we use demo count to log in. After successful login, find the Ethernet port on the page and click it. Then click Port Trunk. Next, click Port Trunk Settings in the group ID below. Change the ID of port 1 to 1. Select LSCP and trunk type. The ID of port 2 is also changed to 1. Select LSCP and trunk type. Click Submit when the modification is completed. Connect another device to the computer using a network cable. Create a new web page and enter the IP address of the other device. Then enter your username and password on the login page. After successful login, find the Ethernet port on the page and click it. Then click Port Trunk. Next, click Port Trunk Settings. In the group ID below, change the ID of port 1 to 1. Select LCP and trunk type. The ID of port 2 is also changed to 1. Select LCP and trunk type. Click Submit when the modification is completed. After the device is configured, insert an optical fiber into the optical port and connect the devices to each other. Return to the browser device settings screen, click Port Trunk, then click Port Trunk Status. When 1 and 2 are displayed under the Aggregated Ports option, the link aggregation function of port 1 and port 2 is successfully enabled.